Get in. Did I?
Oh man, oh, my head.
I'll find out who did this, they're dead. Did you ever think the last word you were gonna hear would be? Hello, butt nuggets.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2 has to be one of my favorite childhood games on the PS2. I think I probably played this game at least thousands of times, I would say, when I had my GameCube and PS2 back in the day. I would have easily had clocked in over 1,000 hours in this game. That's how much I loved Tony Hawk's Underground 2. The basic gist of the story is that Tony Hawk and Bam Margera got a group of pro skaters and basically up-and-coming talents, which is what your character is. He's the newcomer, basically coming into the scene, and Tony Hawk and Bam are going on the World Destruction Tour, which involves basically the most craziest, absurd stunts going across the globe while you're competing against each other in like a team-based type of tournament. Honestly, the story is super simple but gets the job done, and it's just hilarious watching all of the cutscenes in this game. I just love them, and the animations still hold up pretty well, especially for a GameCube and PS2 and Xbox original era game. I think Neversoft did a great job. You start off in a updated version of Warehouse, which is so sick for Tony Hawk fans. I think it's just super awesome that they put this into the first level of the game, especially the tutorial section. It makes a really nice fluid tutorial area for the player, which you basically learn the ropes and the controls of how to play the game. I think it was really smart making it that you were actually completing goals with the tutorial, which is really nice. There have been a couple of new moves added to your repertoire in this game. Things like the sticker slap opened up a lot of combo potential for veteran players and newcomers alike, I think. Such a smart move that was added, I feel like, because it really helps in changing your direction, whereas you would ollie off something and like hit a wall and then like lose your combo or kind of bail. Now you can just seamlessly transition out from the sticker slap, which makes it so nice, and it just feels fluid like in your movement. I think it's a really great addition to the Tony Hawk series, especially a move like when you create a new move for a game and change the gameplay, it can sometimes hurt the like originals, like with the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series compared to Underground, but they transitioned so nicely in my opinion, and this is why I completely love the second game. The game also just wasn't about story mode. It had so much content. Like you could literally go into creative modes and create your own custom spray and spend hours just messing around with the tools that came with the game. There's so many pre-made sprays and logos and designs that were made, and there's a really smart intuitive layer system where you could have 10 layers and basically just move and position pre-made logos and whatever you wanted just to make a whole creative custom spray for your character. This was pretty awesome considering that for back then, customization was in games, but this game took it really to a whole new level, I think, especially in the Tony Hawk series. The custom character creator was pretty robust for its time. There was dozens of options where you could pretty much create whatever you wanted to for the game, and your custom character would appear in all the cutscenes. No matter how crazy or goofy you wanted to make the character, the options were limitless. It was complete player control, and Neversoft gave so many tools to the player, whether it was, adding clothing, changing leg colors, shoes, deck options, sticker options. There was so much content to be had here, and it's just awesome. Another awesome feature in the creative mode section was the level editor. This thing gave me hours and hours of pure fun. Once again, I would always invite my friend over that would play this game with me pretty much on the regular, and we would sit and just basically create maps and just endless goofy like combos, like whether it was like stacking a bunch of benches in a row, and it was just so fun. Like the fun back then in games like this were had by just the simplicity and like how fun it was to just sit and create your own stuff and play it. Neversoft really gave a lot of cool creation tools for the game, and this was also a reoccurring theme in future games, including American Wasteland and other ones to come. Alright, so I don't want to focus too much on the side content for the game because this video is going to be about directly the story mode or campaign section for Tony Hawk's Underground 2, which is probably my favorite story mode in any of the Tony Hawk games, including the Pro Skater series. This has some of the best Tony Hawk gameplay that you can find, I think, in any Tony Hawk game. Obviously, that's open for debate, and it's totally subjective because a lot of other people you talk to would consider other games in this series like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, 3, and 4 to be some of their favorites, or even Underground 1. There's just so much to love in Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Whether you're a newcomer or a longtime fan of the series, Neversoft just completely outdid themselves with the years before of honing their craft coming into this game and creating something basically considered a masterpiece in my eyes. The first level of the game is Boston, where obviously it does a great job of recreating the feel, and it has a bunch of goofy people that talk in Boston accents. Basically, the game's completely satirical and very Jackass-esque, which makes total sense because the year this game was released was the era of shows like Viva La Bam and Jackass, and the comedy in this game is so slapstick and dumb, you will be laughing and just overall smirking throughout your whole playthrough with some of the stuff that goes on in the game. One of my favorite features though in the game that's completely new to the series is that you find these special or hidden characters through the game, whether it's Benjamin Franklin that you have in Boston or dozens of other characters that you will find throughout your playthrough the game in all levels, and they all are themed and suited respectively to the level. Like the theming and everything about the game is done so well. Each level actually feels alive and what it's supposed to be like. Neversoft just completely killed that aspect for the game. Obviously, each level has their own set of goals for each character, and they're all themed accordingly and named to just silly shit that you'll be doing and performing stunts, whether it's, completing combos like this or, doing tricks over certain things. There's just so much variety in the goals and missions that you'll be doing throughout the whole story mode of Tony Hawk's Underground 2. You'll never get bored or feel like it's repetitive. There's literally a mission where you have to take a sick kid straight to Tony Hawk, which automatically cures him, and that's literally a goal. And like you have to avoid these doctors on the streets that'll basically knock you or block your path of getting to Tony Hawk. It's just complete mindless fun, man. But not everything is as simple as you might think it is for like the mission structures. There's a lot of challenging things you'll do in the game, whether it's completing hard combos, team challenges, or just typical Tony Hawk things that you're accustomed to from the Pro Skater series. There's a lot of challenge to be had here, and a lot of stuff for veterans that you'll honestly enjoy as a fan of the game. The next level that you head to is Spain, or Barcelona to be more accurate, and this level once again has the theming on point. Everything that you do here feels like you're in Spain. Everything is catered mission structure wise to something that would happen in Barcelona. You even have these throwables that you can pick up from like these vendors throughout the game. It's actually a mission. We have to literally peg 5 pedestrians with tomatoes, and that's literally a mission for the game. Like I said, the game is all about fun and nothing else. It's all about Tony Hawk with just having insane combos, insane levels, insane, crazy story. Like, look at just triggering this bull here. One thing I really love is that every level has these special skaters that you can find. Sometimes you have to complete goals to find them, or most of the time they're just hidden like in a secret area or somewhere you have to find them at. And they all come with their own special moves. Like this Matador character has his sword dance grind that you can perform once your special meter is all the way up. Or, you know, stuff like Benjamin Franklin's kite, where it just is so smart. Neversoft really said that the theming is going to be an important thing for the game, and I think it really paid off. Everything just cohesively works well together for the game, especially with the level design, characters, and just the overall charm for the game. One of my favorite things in the game is that there's so many different special vehicles that you can ride. By finding these special characters in every level, whether it's Steve-O right here on his mechanical bull, where he can do bull flips, grind, pretty much anything else you could do with a skateboard in the game, except that everyone has their own special unique moves and different gameplay styles that you can get out of these characters, which I completely love. Just like this voodoo witch doctor that you play as in the New Orleans level, or Paulie's wheelchair, or electric scooter to be more accurate, where you can grind, seat flip, and pretty much do anything that you could do on a skateboard as well. And it's just so much variety. Neversoft really knew that variety was going to be a huge aspect of the game, and they hit that out of the park in my opinion. It's just so refreshing to have, and a great addition to the Tony Hawk series. In between levels, both teams in the story spin this wheel that's like a Wheel of Fortune wheel, where they basically pick different punishments or challenges they have to do between each team. And it's just such a silly concept. Like, the game is just overall absurd and so comedic, and it doesn't take itself seriously. Like, just look at the stuff that goes on in this game.
Next up, Berlin. You just knock it out there and we're chilling.
Hey, yo, check it out. We're on TV.
Some are calling it the biggest underground sporting event in history. The world's top skaters are going head-to-head in an unprecedented competition. European World News obtained this video earlier today.
Come on, come on, come on.
This bull's hung like a bull.
Shh. Don't be so loud, you'll wake the fat boy up. It's gonna be so good.
It's like the word's out, boys. This thing is no longer just between us.
If we have any chance of shaking this buzz, we'd best be Germany bound.
Obviously, after that cutscene, the next level in the game is Berlin, and you'll be doing a bunch of crazy ass stunts in this level. Whether you're literally freeing spirits from the church by sticker slapping it, or breaking these tobacco dispensers throughout the level. Basically, there's so much to do, and every level is packed with so many things. You'll learn a new move in this level called the Nada Spin, where you'll spin on top of any pole type structure like this, and it was such a great addition to the game. It just opens up another moveset for you to do in the game, and just have fun with. Once you make it to Australia after Berlin, you will find the shrimp vendor, and you will complete a bunch of challenging goals in this level. Not to say that there isn't challenging goals in pretty much every level in the game, but I think there's some of the hardest ones, I think, in the game here, even for veterans maybe, because I even had to use focus mode to get one of these goals down, like this one right here, where you had to do a double heel flip down the stairs and land it clean. I couldn't do it without actually using focus, which I'm not ashamed of saying. But this is a very wide open level, and it feels very packed with a lot of interesting combos. Like there's a lot of electrical wires in this area that kind of run across the map. Once again, Neversoft just completely outdid themselves with the level designs for all the levels in this game. After you complete enough goals in Australia, you're given 2 tasks that you have to complete, or else you're completely eliminated from the tour and kicked off the team. These 2 tasks include grinding on a wire to set off a bunch of seagulls to basically shit on the beachgoers below, or farting on top of construction workers' heads by doing a special move that you have to do. And it's just completely absurd, man. The game knows exactly what it's going for, and Neversoft completely nailed the tone and the vibe of the game. They just wanted to create a game that was completely fun and just so silly and dumb for the fans of the Tony Hawk series. And I think they got the job done. After completing the final challenge in Australia, you head directly to New Orleans, which is by far my favorite level in any Tony Hawk game ever made. I love this level to death because of the tone it has in the setting, and just the combo possibilities you have on the rooftops on this map with spine transfers and reverts. It's just a great map in how it's designed, and the amount of combos you can pull off that I've seen on YouTube for this level are just nuts. Once you unleash the dead upon New Orleans, you get access to the Voodoo Doctor, and he comes with his own unique rideable vehicle, which is his Voodoo Tricycle, and it's the only thing that can kill the zombies pretty much to complete that goal that you have in the level. And once you send all of the demons back to where they came from, you can repeat this process as many times as you want. And that's one thing that I love, is that you can literally alter some of the levels in the game by, you know, triggering certain things in the environment, and you can just change the tone of levels, like, and it's just such a cool thing to have as a feature in the game. It just adds a little bit of level variety or tone change to the levels, and I think it's really cool. The final challenge for the level is this equalizer, where you have to jump and hang onto a helicopter and basically spine transfer over it, and you complete the challenge. This is literally the stunts you perform in the game, and it's just so over the top that you can't help but just enjoy how fun it is. The last level in the game is Skatopia. This level feels like a typical skate park that you'd see in any type of Tony Hawk game, but with a little bit of a twist on it. The special character in this level is suitably Bigfoot, who has a gas-powered chainsaw that he uses, and you can use it to get up hills, which is pretty cool by manualing. It is a nice last level for the game, and it's a great way to end such a great campaign. Like, overall, the whole campaign and the levels are so well done in Tony Hawk's Underground 2, and after the initial part of Skatopia where you complete the regular goals, a special challenge opens up, which is probably the coolest ending to a game, in my opinion, ever. The final challenge is literally you setting off a bunch of fireworks that Bam brought to basically end off the tour with, and you have to activate all of these individually by, you know, either jumping on top of a bunch of boxes like this that light up in a single combo, or standing on top of literally a giant bomb to activate it, or grinding on a bunch of these cone shaped things on top of this firework by not as spinning and landing them all in a single combo. It's really simple but challenging in a sense that it's pretty difficult, but like not too frustrating. And some of them are just obviously super easy. Once you complete all the firework goals, Skatopia is ready to blow. So you have to get all of the dogs and critters out to the front gate and make this downhill run with a timer before it runs out all the way to the front gate. And once you do that, you'll trigger the last challenge for the campaign, which is you are stuck behind the burned out Skatopia and you have to combo yourself all the way to the main gate in one single combo without messing up, and you will have completed Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
So beautiful. My life finally has a meaning.
That was ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that before.
And so guys, that is the conclusion to one of the best skateboarding games that was ever made. And I hope you too have also enjoyed these games growing up as I did, because there's something so fun about the Tony Hawk games, and it's such a shame that they'll never probably make it back to the limelight in a sense. Even with the recent remake of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 being remade for newer systems and the PC, the older Tony Hawk games in the Pro Skater series and the Underground series hold a special place in my heart. The era these games were made in were truly golden years in gaming. The memories of playing these games will always be a part of me, no matter where I go in my life. I just hope that some studio decides to remake these beloved games for newer systems in the future. And with all that being said, make sure to drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video, because I want to hear your thoughts on what Tony Hawk game was your favorite growing up as a kid. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to get updated on my new videos. I might be planning on making another Tony Hawk video in the future. As usual guys, take it easy. Peace.